All right, the way that you guys can use your calculators to do these is you need to translate it between the radical form and rational power. Okay, and the way that that applies is the following. All right, if you have a radical in the form of some base a taken to the power of m with an index of n, the nth root, right? So this is any radical. So let's say we take the cube root of 27. And right here, n is 3. Our a value is 27. Our power is 1, right? It's an unwritten power of m. So you only need that if it has a power associated with it. Okay. When you convert this into rational power, you're going to take the base, a, to the power of m. That doesn't change. Take exactly what's inside your radical, okay, and that number is going to stay the same. And all you're going to do is you're going to put a rational power, meaning a fraction, in your power. So m divided by whatever your index is. So the index simply comes down to the denominator of your rational power. So if you wanted to use your calculator to verify what is the cube root of 27, you would take 27 to the power of, and in parentheses, what was the power of 27? 1 divided by the index 3. And so 27 to the 1/3 will allow you to test this. So if we take 27 to the power of, make sure you put it in parentheses, 1 divided by 3, close the parentheses, and you get your answer, confirms it as 3. Hey, what do you think is going to happen if you don't put parentheses on here? Yeah, your calculator works in order of operations, right? What goes first, exponents or dividing? Exponents. So it's going to take 27 to the first, which is 27, divided by 3, and that equals 9. So it'll get you the wrong solution. You have to put grouping symbols around it. Yeah. All right, if we took this number, we have our base of -7. And because there's a negative in it, I do want to put that in parentheses, because that's all one single term. Okay. And what is the power that this is taken to? Okay, let's say you see it as a 1, right? A 1 inside here, divided by the index of 3. And then this whole thing is taken to a power of 2. Now, have we talked about the rules for exponents? We did, didn't we? Okay, when you take a power to a power, what do you do with their exponents? You multiply them. So we get -7. What's 1/3 times 2? 2/3. And so now, if we were entering this in our calculators, we take -7 to the power of 2/3. And so when we evaluate that, again, be careful with your signs. So -7 to the power of, and be careful with your grouping symbols. Okay, now, if this is a decimal form, is my calculator, as I have it set up right now, going to show me the decimal form of this? No. So what do I need to do? Either put a decimal in the problem itself, the entry, or hit the green diamond. Okay, so here's my decimal value. It's approximately 3.66 when you evaluate that. Oops, 3. Thank you. 3.659. For the, to do this. Oh, no. Okay, so, guys, be careful, because some of you who are over there not paying attention, you're going to enter this square root button instead of this symbol, and you're going to be wrong. And if you ask me what you're doing wrong, I'm going to tell you, no, I don't know, it looks right to me. Re-enter that answer. Okay, so pay attention. When you see this, okay, the common mistake is to hit this square root button, and then maybe to the third, or the square root button, then to the third, or whatever. And Olivia, was that kind of your question? How do you get that root button in your calculator? Yeah. Okay, you're never going to get this root button. Anytime you see this form, what you're going to do is you're going to take it n to the 1 over whatever that index is. So whatever this is going to go in the denominator of a rational power.
So when you had the parentheses with the 2 over it, did you multiply the 3 by 2
in this one?
Yeah, because I was just confused about
Okay, so
the red product is doing.
okay, let's talk about that as far as using some of the property. And in the next section, I think that there's more properties of these radicals. But your question is, like, if you have something like this, do you multiply this 2 and this 3 to get the 6th root? Okay, let's think about if you were to rewrite 5 in rational power form instead of radical form, or this cube root of 5. We're taking our base of 5, so that whole thing is going to be squared. To what power? The power is 1, and the denominator is 3. And so now, when you multiply the 3 and the 2, it's in a fraction form. It's 2 times 1/3 instead of 2 times 3. So you're going to get 5 to the 1/3 times 2 is 2/3. And so that's how you would evaluate it, as 5 to the power of 2/3 versus power to a power rule.